Hello viewers, and welcome to what will shortly be a little bit of Gran Turismo racing. I've just got to fix my light here, which is just broken off, sellotape it back into place, and then I'll be ready to go with a bit of racing. Very professional, and this is how it all works behind the scenes. It all kind of goes wrong typically just before you're about to go live on these things. Literally in this case a second. Right, that's fixed, ready to go. I was going to do some practice but haven't had the time, so we're just going to get stuck in and yeah, see how we end up in terms of the race today. Let's just paste that. It's on Twitter now, so if you're watching, please do give that a retweet and get it out there. Right, let's get the headphones on, do a bit of practice. Well, we got 5 minutes to get back in the swing of things. Let's look at the car settings for a minute. Okay, and driving options. Can't quite remember what the tyre wear was and the fuel, so I have no idea on strategy today. I'll move that just out of my view a bit more. So I'm just going to move the mic a little bit away just to... Hi Rab. Oh, you was on the beta, really? A while ago now, probably on this particular track. Actually, I think I did a couple of beta races, one of them on this track. I'm going to pause it there. There's literally something on my screen. Hang on. There we are. It's quite irritating. Hi Jason, ready for the race today. This is not, it's a very tricky car track combination today. We're on medium tyres, which aren't the grippiest, in a car which likes to slide around, and it's very bumpy, so this could be quite an unpredictable taking that conservatively at the moment to see if we can find a conservative line through the corner. Okay, hi stuntman. No, had to lift there. I was seeing if I could just bury it and it would hold on, but it won't. Wow, that was a big loss of control there. It just goes to show you, doesn't it, when you're pushing, you just got to reel it in on this track, because it will take you if you don't treat those corners with some respect in terms of the margin. And of course, if you do that in the race, that almost certainly means you're going straight to the pits, because you'll really damage your tyres. It's very hard on the tyres, this course, and I'm not entirely certain what the best way to go on it is, but I'm going to go with the mediums. Let's see where the pit entry is now. We've got 30 seconds to find the pit entry. And the pit entry is there. Okay. That's fine then. So flat into the exit. And let's come out again. Get a nice flow. Okay, so it's flat on the exit. Okay, time to match then. And nice to see you all. Like I say, we'll see how we get on today in the chat. The race. And I'll do my best to try and compete if possible. You know, it's going to be a very competitive lobby, so you know, if I can do a 16-17 in qualifying, I'll be quite pleased actually. 16-7. Let's see, let's just retweet this. So here's our lobby, A's and S's. Anyone we know? Nobody we know here. Mia Step. I seem to end up a lot with Mia Step in the lobby. We seem to be working our way up and down together. Okay, so lots of people on good points in this lobby, so it's going to be tough. Matt 2396 has good points already, as does that Prostano, so expect them to be right up at the front. A tough lobby then, no doubt about it. So where are we aiming for in quali? I suppose I really just want to end up somewhere around top 7. I don't think I'm going to make the top 4, because I can see some of these guys are sort of hardcore practicing, you know, aliens as it were. But if I can at least do something representative, I might be able to. Let's just retweet that out there. Right, that's that done then. Tweets are done. Get comfortable. And then away we go. Great to see all the pit crews there with that nice detail. For race day, that's a really nice addition. Now it'll be interesting to see what everyone else is doing in terms of their cars, because that car in front, for example, is very good on tyre wear. This car may not be, so I might have picked a car that was better for quali rather than a car that was better for the race. You just don't know, do you? We'll see if we can fly the flag for the Brits in this race, because there are 3 of us in this Nations Cup race. Hi, is that Macy? It should be a 0. Yeah, traction control should be a 0 on this car. I'll double check. But okay, let's see how we get on then. Qualifying. 10 minutes of quali. Let's hope we get 2 decent quali laps. That's really helpful, isn't it? That's really helpful when Gran Turismo decides to put you inside another car. Now that guy should back off a bit and give us all a bit more space. And he didn't. Oh well, up to him. And I've lost it. Oh, damn it. Tried too hard. Got a wheel on the dirt and it's over. But I've got one more lap. Damn, wasn't a bad lap in the end, that wouldn't have been. Not working for me. I was trying though, wasn't I? I was trying. Still, we'll pick this lap. And I should have got bank one there, shouldn't I? My fault though, my fault. I'm trying my best. For some reason qualifying is just not my strong spot. Try again. don't know why, but a lot of people just don't give each other space before going on to qualifying laps, so it is a bit of a problem, but it's now or never for us, I guess. Here we go then. Now or never. You just got to keep it clean. Ah, my qualifying lap, mate. Brilliant. On my qualifying lap, and he's blocking me. Damn it. What's the point? What was the point in that? I'll return the favour. Ah, it's over. It's over now. I can't recover it now. Just so frustrated with like someone just getting in my way. What was the point in that on a qualifying lap, honestly? What time have we got left? Have we got enough time? Haven't even got enough time, have we? Fuck's sake. Well, we're 18th on the grid. It's not even worth continuing. Honestly. Oh, it's not happening for me, is it? Nothing is going right in qualifying. What can you do? Oh, right in front of the last qualifying lap. It's it's worn tyres, but at least we've put something on the board. It's not great, but it takes us off the back row, I think, doesn't it? Nah, not quick enough. That's a shame. 2 seconds off the lap I did a minute ago. Typical. Hi, Marek. Hi, Alan. Hi, Arashi. What's that? Hashira. Sorry, I'm trying to read it from here. Oh well, where are we? Back of the grid. Didn't work out, did it? Where am I? So I think I'm in 16th, which is a shame because obviously I had better laps in me, but it wasn't to be. So it's another disaster. I was hoping I'd actually be, you know, 1 or 2 places higher. Tough job ahead now. Hi SMB. Tough job ahead. That actually wasn't a bad lap on 3-lap-old tyres. I don't know why Rock Outlaw got right in my way on my qualifying lap though. I just, you know, he was on an out lap. You know, use your brain, mate. You know, blue flags. Ruined my qualifying. Okay, where are we now then? We'll have to see how tyre wear is in the race really. I'm going to use this race as a banker now and then run the race again and see if I can do any better in the second one. You know, 1:16.6, so my practice lap before starting this would have put me second on the grid, typical. Instead I'm starting 16th, but it's going to be another long race. What can you do? Can you do? Let's just relax. Hi Dave. Let's just relax and focus on the job at hand, I think, which is let's just do our best to try and get it out there and do our bit. Oh, I don't know about that. I think, who do I need today? I think I just need to channel my inner Prost and just relax and just say, like we did at Bathurst last week, every single race started from the back, but I always move forward. I think, as Dave's saying there, if I can just be consistent. I think this race is going to be murder. I just don't want to get caught up in it. I'm going to drive this very conservatively and see where I end up. Actually, you'd be surprised, Casanova, this is actually quite a tricky track to overtake on. The only place to overtake is the last corner. But I think a lot of the overtakes are going to come from a combination of strategy and, you know, when to pit, and I guess people falling off, having battles. I'm starting quite near the back, so I don't really want to let anybody by, because as I always say, let people by if you think they're crazy. Who's the still wheel? But, I think why another player blocked me on the qualifying lap, you know, it's not helpful, is it? Ruined my opportunity, because by then I got a penalty, and then 2 laps later my tyres were knackered. So pick them off. I will SMB. Thanks Kembo. I'll do my best. Thanks for the comments, everybody. I really appreciate the comments. We'll do my best to try and I forget what button it is to flash your lights. Is it this one? That one, right. So I'm right near the back. Oh, blimey. Let's see how many people go off on the first lap. We're starting in 16th place. Let's see if we can make it to 12th by the end of the first lap. Yeah. Raving bonkers. Thank you. Thumbs up. Kevin, thank you. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the comments. I'm going to keep an eye on this because I don't know what the fuel situation is. I'm going to keep an eye on it in the race just to see if there's any issues. Might alter the brake balance as the race goes on as well. Like the way it started me on a corner then. Thank you, Daryl. The guy behind me is a little bit worrying. He's very anxious to get by, but there really is nowhere. There's nowhere there, mate. Got a bit of a nudge from behind and that gave me a sports down rating. Wow, that car goes. So it's not been quite the race I thought it would. I thought loads of people were going to fall off and I'm right in the thick of it here, so there's no point in mixing it with everybody. Being a bit conservative because some of these guys are going to go off. It's alright, let him go, let him go. It's all mayhem here, so... Jesus, that was a bit close. Just got to be patient with this guy. He's not that quick, but he's got a penalty, so we will get past him. So we just have to be patient. Okay, it's 15th place, and we're just going to have to close on these guys and see what happens. Tyre doesn't seem to be too bad, but it's a 15 lap race, So I expect that at some point we will all need to pit. And tyres are already starting to go. So tyres are already going at lap 4. So this is interesting. Might not seem like it on the graph there, but they're really losing grip through the corner. So mistakes can happen now. So we're up into 12th now. And I think some people are going to look to pit soon even, so lap 5. Now this guy is a problem. He's not going necessarily hell for leather, but he was pretty dirty with me when I was trying to race earlier, so I got a feeling he's going to be tricky to overtake. But we might have to overtake him because the rear end lost it there. That was interesting. It's interesting. There's a lot more movement in the car. Again, I've never experienced any of this because you don't get any of this in the practice. So still a long way to go in the race. So there's people pitting now. And we don't want to pit yet. We don't want to pit until we have to. In 11th, so and tyres are screaming around that corner. Not much you can do about it. Trying to be a bit smoother in these slow sections because it really does help a lot with the tyres. The field spread is quite high. Those first few laps really did slow us down. All the mayhem. Okay, so we're doing alright. We are quicker than this chap in front, but I really don't see how we're going to go for an overtake at the moment. We're just going to have to sit around behind him for a bit until we see an opportunity, but we will go for an overtake. I'm actually holding off now, so I am losing pace sitting behind him. He's defending quite hard here, so I am concerned with his movement. Whenever you look at a car, it's like looking at a car on the motorway, and he's deciding what lane to go into on the motorway or freeway if you're in the US. It's a bit like that. You're looking at how erratic the person's moving and you're making an assessment. Should I go for it, or is he going to fall off the track? And right now I can tell you that his overall demeanour is very uncertain, so he's going to peel off now. That's fine. I want to do another lap if I can. See the car sliding there. It's just like you're having to get it out of the slide with a bit of opposite lock. So you can see how slow that last lap was at 120, and that was just sitting behind that guy going so slowly. And that's why in a way we kind of don't want to pit. Okay, so you can see the tyres are really going now. But we've just got to hold on if we can a bit longer, because we have a clear track to an extent. And then I say that and somebody comes. I say that, just as I say that, somebody's right there. Whoa, the tyres are really losing, so we are going to have to pit next lap, no doubt about it. We're going to have to take this really gingerly now, because we know that the tyres are going. This is a risk. I can't even guarantee we're going to make this corner, but we'll do our best. Go on, a little bit of fuel. Damn, 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 he got past us. It's just the guy we wanted to get past. So we now know that we're going to have to get past him on the track. And he knew what he was doing earlier when he blocked the qualifying laps. So I always feel that I always let people by when I'm qualifying, but this is going to be this is going to get messy. It could end up in curtains, but hey, we may as well have a go. It's racing, isn't it? Robin's racing and all that jazz. We've just got to find our point now. Good news is we've got tyres that are 2 laps younger. So, and he's gone off. Brilliant. All that, it's over. So now we just need to relax and go from 10th upwards. Got a long open track now, so we're not going to catch anyone for some time. We might actually get caught, in fact. What are we up to? 9th, somebody went off. Nice chap behind us is looking racy. Looking racy, but we just want to At times like this, I kind of wish people would just chill out and just let us close on the people in front. We will close on them. Right, whatever. Oh, he must have gone off. Wasn't looking there, but he must have gone off. It's not there now. Blending the throttle into that corner. The car always slides around there. Got that wrong. It's okay. I'd rather lose time down the straight than go off on the corner. Final lap. done it. Okay. Well, that wasn't bad, was it? That wasn't bad. Yeah, what an improvement. Where did I start? 16th to 8th. That's a pretty solid. Improvement. As Flash was saying, absolutely Flash. I mean, had I had a better qualifying, and as ever, I'd be on the podium probably. Overall, I was quite pleased about that race. It was a good race. It's very nerve-wracking, actually. It's quite a lot of concentration. Sometimes I can look at your comments, but the thing about this track is there's so much movement that you just don't get a chance to think. Look at that, 8 positions, 948 points. That's not the end of the world, actually. That's not the end of the world. I think we can do better, actually. So we'll try again with another race, and we'll got some credits at least. You know, I didn't bother obviously with Wednesday's race because I couldn't afford the 10 million required for the. Let's save that replay. Again, it was a race though of patience. You see, there was a few laps there where I was 2 or 3 seconds a lap slower, just sitting behind somebody. But sometimes that's all you can do until the situation presents itself. Oh, and we've got new subscribers as well. John, Crackers, thanks for subscribing, guys. Brilliant. I was concentrating then, so if ever there's things happening in the race, I'm not ignoring you guys. It's just that sometimes there's so much concentration on the race that you just can't read and think about all what you're doing. You know, you need to get into a rhythm basically in these races, and they're a bit more focused. So that takes me up to 2,200 points, which is better, you know, for this season, given the poor start on the season. I kind of wonder whether I don't think it's worth doing a race without a pit stop, but I wouldn't mind seeing if it's possible to do a race without a pit stop. And also, I think fuel saving. I think if there's a little bit of fuel saving in there, I think that might help a little bit at some stage as well. So if I'm stuck behind somebody, do a bit of fuel saving. Do a little bit of fuel saving, should I say? I wouldn't mind seeing. How long have we got to the entry period? We've got a minute. So let's just see what the hard tyres are actually like in comparison. Even if we qualify on the mediums, if we can run the hards in the race, we could probably do the race without stopping. The mediums fell apart quite quickly, comparatively speaking. That last lap I did on the mediums, they were virtually finished. I mean, it was literally, those last few corners were complete journey into the unknown. You know, I didn't even know if I could make it round the final corner at any kind of speed, so I had to take it really slowly. That kind of lost me a little bit of time. Sometimes you need traffic to work out for you. Let's just try the hard tyres for a moment, just see where they end up for us. So let's see how we get on with hard tyres. Obviously, very different braking points. I think I fitted the hard. I have. I don't feel massively different at the moment. I went down a gear, didn't need to. Silly, silly. I was obviously something in my mind. No. Hards are, yeah, I think Flash, I think you were right. I think my race plan worked. The second set of tyres actually degraded more than the first set, surprisingly, a lot more. So, which was a bit strange because in a real car there'd be more rubber laid down, so that would make it better, and the car would be lighter because it would lose so much fuel. Having a little test on the hard tyres for a moment just to see what the car is like. Remember, the hards are never as good in the race with fuel on as they are when you're doing a practice here. So okay, so I think that's that with the hards. I just wanted to see what they were actually like, but the speed is quite a lot less than the mediums. You know, we're losing a second a lap there at least, and with battling and everything else going on, it's probably not a good idea to use the hard tyres. I think we'll stick with the mediums, but I think it all just came down to a bad quality, really. Shame, because my race laps are actually better than my qualifying laps, so it's the same old thing for me. I get into the zone and I do it without thinking, but you know, sometimes when you've got, well, it's not that really, it was just people getting in my way, stopping me doing my laps, really. It doesn't bother me whether it's qualifying or race, I look at it all the same. You need a bit of luck sometimes with quali, so that traffic falls the way you want it to. You can see the difference on these tyres, can't you? Okay, so that's practically up with my best lap there, so 16.4. If I did that in qualifying, then I would be pole position, but sadly it's not happened for me. Let's get out of this then and enter the race. Let's see, race entry. Okay, so we got 10 minutes, and we'll go over our car again. I was quite happy with that car, quite consistent with the way it handles now. Now is not the time to change the Damien says last corner 5th gear. That's right, yep, always 5th gear on the last corner. I made a mistake earlier by accidentally selecting 4th. And I hope you've enjoyed the podcast, by the way. If any of you haven't listened to our racing gaming podcast on YouTube, do check that out. It's always good on the YouTube channel. Let's see here. So, let's see now. It's free practice. I'm probably going to have a little break just for a moment, actually. So I'm going to be back in a minute, guys. Just going to have a quick break before the next race, and then I'll be ready to do it all again. All the stress. I do feel more tense tonight about the racing than usual. I think because it's such a challenging track. Like you say, there's no curbs or runoff. You know, if you make a mistake and you go wide, effectively it's the end of your race. So that's why it's quite a high pressure race. So I'm probably not going to run it again after this. I might go and do Monza. Admittedly, I haven't practiced Monza. I'd had a quick go last night and realised that it was quickly going to be, you know, a nightmare on Monza, just trying to get anywhere. Last night I just thought, I can't be doing lots of laps, you know, in practice. I need to just enjoy some racing. So good race in the first one. I'm going to come back in a minute, and then we've got it all to do again. What do we got? 8 minutes. I'll be back in a few minutes to get a cup of tea or something, and I'll see you guys in just a moment, and then we'll see if we can get a better quali. I think if we can quali top 10, then we can be somewhere in the mix at the finish. I really do. I think the strategy's right. You know, I like to pit later, you know. Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, the podcasts are great, and if you do listen to some of the podcasts, check them out. I enjoyed doing the F1 podcasts. We'd like to do them again. It's just really just down to, you know, time and finding people to help out. It's a lot of work for me on my own, doing all these videos and all these podcasts and all the business behind the scenes at VVV. It's tiring. It's tiring, I tell you. But F1, yeah, we're going to do a podcast in a few weeks. Just, you know, pre-season podcast is coming. So you're going to see that in Formula One. I'm going to talk about all the teams, all the new liveries. And the less said about Haas livery, the better. It's a bit dull. Right, that's it. I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, viewers, so here we are then, just waiting then, and then we'll be ready for the next race. Again, we'll see what we learned from the first. My leads getting a bit tangled up here. Sort this out for a minute. Okay, here we are. Would you do a live F1 commentary podcast? It's funny, that's been put to me a few times. Oh, who's in this lobby then? Nobody I know. So different people, different lobby, different people this time, which is nice. So I'm technically the top scorer in this lobby, which is nice. But then perhaps they haven't done a race yet, so we'll wait and see. So where are we? Let's do a bit of warm up then. Actually I can't bother doing a warm up. I'll wait till I get on with the race now. Yeah, it's been put to me about doing a live stream while I watch the races. In terms of watching the race with me, you'd have to. Trouble is, for it to work, you need to pause your race for 30 seconds, and then you just hear my moaning and cheap gags, very cheap gags about what's going on in the world of Formula One. I have a very different view of Formula One to a lot of people, but I've seen a lot more sides to F1 than a lot of people. I've been inside it. It's a very interesting world, and even no one ever really truly gets inside it. You know, there's always layers to F1. That's the thing, many layers. Flash said about the WRC8 trailer, it's hard to get anything from it. WRC8 trailer, I mean that's going to be gameplay. That, you know, they've always been pretty fair with things like showing their trailers on the whole. You know, it's going to look pretty good. I'm pretty confident. I mean, if the improvement made in 2007 was it's getting somebody's way. Yay, right on the apex. Okay. So let's hope this time we just put in a banker lap and we get a 1:17 lap at the very least, so that we're not at the back. Alright, let's see how we get on then this time. Oh no! Oh, blimey. What is the point in doing that on a qualifying lap? I mean, honestly, give the people some space. Oh my goodness. wow. That was a bit of an odd one, wasn't it? That was a bit of an odd one. Oh. Well, there you have it. That's my car damaged anyway. Didn't quite know what was happening there. So, all a bit strange, wasn't it? All a bit strange. There you go. Doesn't matter. At least we managed to get a lap in anyway. That's the sort of example when if somebody does that in the race, it just ruins your race, and there's really not much you can do about it. So okay, got some space now, so let's see what we can do. And my speed was bad there, slowed down too much, got my angle wrong. So I've lost time. Damn, 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 pushing too hard. I might have time to get another set of tyres. Car just would not grip, would it? Let's see. We might not have time. We'll try. We'll try. So we've damaged our tyres here. So come on. Hi, cyclist. Yeah, it's do you know? There's never a quiet day on Team VVV Racing, is it? I just want to get back to how it was with me qualifying in pole position and just going off into the lead and never seeing anyone again. But having said that, I do actually enjoy midfield starts. I really enjoy dicing with people because I get much more enjoyment from assessing somebody's driving, weaving around and hunting somebody down than I ever do from laps, you know. So do a hard out lap because I've just noticed the time is limited for us. If I could finish the lap like that, I'd be happy. And I've gone off. Got my line wrong. Oh well. It's the problem when you're pushing, isn't it? You're just pushing too hard. Doesn't matter now, we'll just cruise to the finish. Oh, I thought it was going to pit me, but it doesn't matter. It's fine anyway. I wasn't going to complete the lap. So 6th place, better than 16th. You know, I couldn't really do much better than that. The 16.4 was what I did earlier, it's the fastest I've been. Alan, damn, boys, absolutely, damn it, damn. It's better than anything else, isn't it? Not allowed to swear on here, so I do my best, trust me, it's hard. Monster Rage is here, hello Monster Rage. And so we've got a few of you watching on Twitch, and we've got a few of you watching on YouTube. It's nice to see the old Twitch audience building up as well. It's nice to see. 7 people on there now. 28 on YouTube, so it's growing nicely. 31 even. Monster Rage is here. Hello. Okay. Alright, so as you can see, it's pretty close. If I'd done my best ever time, I wouldn't have beaten the top 2 anyway. So they're clearly alien fast. So, you know, a 14.9 is the fastest lap ever recorded on here. So, you know, if you're within 1.5 seconds of the fastest ever time recorded, then you're going to be quick. Everyone's going to be quick in this race. Looking at the times, the spread isn't very high. You know, 1:18.3 in last place is not a bad time. So I mean, and he, you know, I don't know what tyres he's on. It could be on the hard tyre. I mean, you know, then he doesn't stop. But you do lose a lot of time. Absolutely, Packy. I'll try. 3rd row start. I'll try. Same as before. So, in a way, I never really know the best part of the grid to be on at a race start. But you kind of just want to hang in there for the first 2 laps. Everybody's mingling and trying to sort themselves out, and everyone thinks they can win the race by overtaking someone right at the start. And it's not how it's done. It's about surviving the start, settling into some rhythm, and then saying, right, assessing tyres. I think, so there we go. But listen, thanks guys. Thanks as ever for the support and for watching. I really appreciate it. Like I say, liking the video and subscribing and all that jazz, I really appreciate it. I've not been on top form recently. I will be again soon. Few things to get sorted, and then I'll be back to my normal cheerful self. Absolutely, absolutely, Kevin. That's the I am. There we are. Everyone's giving it a little flash, aren't they? Everyone's giving it a little light flash. It's nice. Um, so the goal here is sensible driving, I guess. Where do we think we're going to finish? Well, we normally finish ahead of where we start, but I've got a feeling this is going to be a drama-filled race. I've got a feeling I'm going to get some negative contact in this race. I don't know why, but I've got a bad feeling about this race, which I don't normally have. Normally I'm quite neutral about them, but I have a feeling this race is going to be quite touchy. Everybody's pretty quick. One thing I did notice in the last race, though, was the scale of the field spread was very high after the first 3 laps. I mean, there was a 20-second gap, and it didn't alter much after that. You know, the leader pulled out 4 seconds throughout the last half of the race. That's it, through various, you know, traffic and stuff. So it was close. I think the first 2 are going to have a good old ding-dong battle. They're both very quick. I think my battle's really going to be in the top 10, finishing somewhere in the top 5. Right, that's it for comments, viewers. Focus on the race. Away we go. Aggressively sensible. Do you know, I need a t-shirt with that written on there. Yeah, I know you're there, but racing's racing, isn't it? I mean, there's no point in just going for the inside line. Go on then. Slowed us both down quite a bit, that did, but whatever. I just didn't have enough speed on that first corner, so... Oh, that's a bit of a bummer. I had a bad exit. That's not what I needed. I should have pitted then. I was thinking about it. But now we're going to end up. Oh, he's really slowed down for some reason. I don't quite know why. He's really slowing down. Strange. Losing a lot of pace all of a sudden. Maybe his tyres are suddenly just gone or something. That guy's got new tyres, so when he makes a good stab at it, go on. That won't have done his new tyres any good. Let him by. Go on. It didn't work out for me at all there, but I could see he was so impatient. Let's just get by. None of that worked for me. Oh well, 8th place it is. 8th place it is. I was just really unsure of where that was all going to end up for me. So, oh damn. So I will have fresher tyres at the end of the race, so that's something at least. The tyres, I have to admit, do become a little bit undrivable, so it's not like I was considering not pitting at all with my fuel strategy, and then thought, you know, I don't think this car's going to make it, and without the hard tyres it's not going to make it without pitting. Good toe here. He was going late on the brakes there, so the guy's having a look. He's holding me up a lot here now. All because I let that guy by in second earlier. That really slowed me up, and that was the critical time that he used to slip by in. So it's just the way racing works out sometimes. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I lost 2 miles an hour then. And now this guy behind me's got a real look at me. Oh, damn, 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 we're in trouble. I'm going to hold the inside. Damn. That's cost me. Nothing I could do. This guy's really holding us up here. Yeah, I see what you're doing. Oh, this is going to be messy if he stays there. Yeah, it's alright. There was just no control in that. Two laps to go. Damn. I just kept it on the straight and narrow at least. Tyres are getting rinsed in this battle. Oh, you're joking. Joking, what? Well, what can I say about that, frankly? I cannot believe that. Yeah. I don't know what I did to get a 4-second penalty then, but I didn't take anybody out. So... Wow, and I'm getting barged out the way now by this guy. Wow, what the hell is going on? Ah, well. What can you do? What can you do? Do your best. I'm going to look at that afterwards. I want to see what caused that. I want to see what caused that. I disagree, Pretzel. I didn't do I didn't take anyone out. You know, I positioned my car on the inside where there was a gap, so I didn't touch anyone, didn't do anything. That's that. So I'm gonna have a look at that afterwards and see what happened, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I did something in someone's way or bashed someone out the way, but the guy to the left had gone off, and the guy to the right was giving me a gap. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. 4-second penalty as well. 4-second penalty. Not happy about that. After all that, that's a bit of a shame actually. Drove pretty well. Let's have a look at the replay. Bloody thing. Yeah, we'll have a look at the replay. I want to see that because I want to see where the penalty was for that, because that was a bit weird. Because I mean I got bashed into. He didn't get a penalty. So twice. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Oh, annoyed by that. Annoyed by that. I think it was. I thought it was a good race. Right. Let's see. A car I'm never going to use. Lovely. Right. Okay. I just don't do the rally. So we'll see. Right. Let's have a look then. Where is the replay fitter? Because I want to have a look at that. I would have been satisfied with 5th then. That would have been just what I was aiming for. Ah, such a shame. Kind of all went wrong in the way into the pits, and then that slow guy got in my way when I got out, and that was it then. He just boxed us all up, didn't he? Right, let's see if we can find... I don't know if there's a quicker way of doing this, but whatever. I want to see where I went wrong here. Or have I missed it? I want to see where I went wrong. If I took him out, it's fair enough. If I go one more time, I can't do the manufacturer's cut. That's the problem. So I saw him go off, and I thought, well, I'll go into this gap here, and I thought I'm up on the inside. Didn't even touch anyone. Didn't even touch another car. That is unbelievable. There's not even any contact. So I'm up behind him. Smooth, clean on the inside. Nobody even touched me. How can you get a 4-second penalty when there's no contact? Let's see it from... How do we... I don't know how to do slow motion on here, if there's any kind of slow motion feature. Or how you look at the next car again, is it? What button is it to look at the next car? What button is it? This one? Alright. So let's look at the chap in 7th here. Let's just see what... Does he crash into me? Did I crash into him? So he's off there. I'm here. I'm coming in here. Yeah. Alright, what part of that is taking somebody out? the guy went into the back of him and it gave me the penalty. That is really, really weird. I have absolutely no contact with anyone, and he's already lost it. He's already lost it at that point when he gets hit by the other guy. So, well, I've shown it from my perspective and his perspective. So that's the one that gave me the penalty. I don't know what. I keep forgetting what button it is on here. Is it this? No. Oh, I can't remember what bloody button it is. Change cars again. What button was it? There, it's that one. So that's. So this is the guy who actually takes people out. My indicator's stuck on for some reason. Oh, well, I just don't understand that. I just don't understand that. The only person who took anyone out was this guy, and he didn't get a penalty at all, so that ruined my race. Really see what I could do there. Wow. And that's it, 4-second penalty for taking a position. Very frustrating, very disappointing, very disappointing. So that's that, unfortunately. Get this organised. It's quite a lot of concentration to do this race over and over again. I don't know if I'm a bit tired already. I've already done 50 laps on it. What do I think? I could just do one more race on this instead of the Manufacturers' Cup, or just not bother. What's the best thing to do here, viewers? It's a good shot, actually. I wanted to see that. I'm going up in the corner here again. Now this guy actually goes into the back of me here somewhere. Just goes in there. There was no space for him there without hitting me. He just tries taking me out on the apex. Just such a strange race. He got a penalty as well. Look at that. He got a penalty, but he got taken out. What a very strange course of events that was. Very strange course of events. Very strange. Oh no, he was the one who took the other guy out. That's fair enough. But he got a lesser penalty than me, taking someone off. That's bloody frustrating, that is. Oh well. Not much we can do about it, viewers. That's racing, I guess, for you. That's Gran Turismo penalties, which I invariably support the penalty system. I think it's excellent. But there are just times like that, and I've had a few others where I've literally had someone just go straight into the back of me, receive no penalty, and taken me out the race. So that is a bit weird, honestly. But whatever, whatever. He got a lesser penalty than me. So. Very strange, very strange. Let's see now, what else have we got then? So what are we going to do? The problem is I haven't done much practice, or hardly any practice, of the Manufacturer Series race. Next race is at 7:10. I've never done a Manufacturer Series race. I'll just have a quick look to see whether I can even drive it, because it would be nice to just do a different track now. I don't know. Got to think about it. I've got a few minutes to decide which race I'm going to do, one or the other. I'm not going to have time to go and come back on again tonight. I like Monza. Hello, Cubit. Yeah, you've missed some drama. Sadly, this whole Nations Cup season is just not working for me, is it? It's been one of those seasons where whatever I do, it just seems to, everything that can go wrong does go wrong, doesn't it? But nevertheless, one good race can recover everything. So we just need to, let's just see where we are on a practice here. So unless we're lapping in the 149s, I think there's no point doing this. So see how we get on. I much prefer the circuit. Many people would know I don't like Willow Springs anyway. So. Yeah, that was quite frustrating, wasn't it? You know, when you're racing well and cleanly in a race, you're doing your best to, you know, cleanly race everybody. It is a bit frustrating when something like that happens and just ruins your race. Braking's earlier than that, isn't it? Oh dear, it's not fast enough. Oh, absolutely. I love Monza. I mean, if I had the time. No, hitting that curb's no good, is it? Thanks, Howard. Let's see if we can just try and put some of that together. Got a break earlier than that. See, all this is about the moment is just trying to find different braking points, and if I can find them and lock them in, then I can have a race. But like it does. Not got that braking right at all, have I? Wrong as well. So 151 then is where I'm at the moment. I'm probably a 150 if I practice a bit, get these braking points. So 150 maybe? Okay, so almost a 149. That's with mistakes. So we've got a 149 in us. Probably consistently if we can lock it down. We've got 3 minutes. I wasn't looking at my braking point. We'll have to do it in first. Much quicker in first. On the brakes quite hard then, and just about managed the corner. No, I won't be taking traction control off. The car's too unpredictable. So see, that's a good example of why you don't take traction control off on this car. That for me is not a predictable slide. I'm not really getting it at the moment. Oh, see, really, I'm not ready for a race. I can tell. I'm gonna have to take it all really slowly. Bit tired, really. I think now what to do. Go on, I'll have one go at this race, and then after that, I'll call it a night, and that'll be that. So yeah, this season of Nations Cup just hasn't really worked out for me, has it? I could do with one good result. It's just not come my way, basically. And I think that 5th or 4th place could have been there, and it would have been different. Let's see, we've got 9 minutes to enter. So I'm going to enter the race then. I'm not prepared, but let's see if we can just go round and round, you know, not break at the last minute. Let's do a 152 laps and see what happens. See what happens, guys. You know, as ever, I'll do my consistent bit. Right, I'm going to have a quick break then, and then I'm going to be back in a few minutes for the race, and then I'll be ready for the last race of the evening, and we'll see where we end up on that. Unfortunately, I'll just check out the old stats, because I probably find that my sportsmanship rating has taken a huge knock from that matter earlier, and if I can find it, I have to look at the old Kudos site to see. Kind of wish we had kept running our stats site actually at Team VVV, but we used to have one of these. So let's see. Actually, not too bad. Actually, not too bad. Rather strangely, my sportsmanship ranking is maximum. So that's all a bit weird, isn't it? Okay. Right, so after a bumpy period, everything's sort of on the way up again. I had a few bad races there, didn't I? Right then. Okay. That's it then. That's what I need. A cup of tea. Right. I'll be back shortly, viewers. Get yourself a cup of tea, you know, and I'll see you all shortly. Okay, viewers, talking again now. So I was just saying, this is the least prepared I've ever been for a race. I've not put 2 laps together yet that haven't been terrible, so it's going to be a it's going to be an issue in terms of should be fixed. You guys are 30 seconds behind, of course. It's going to be interesting. I think what makes it difficult is that there's not quite knowing where my braking markers are going to be. So I really can't say in terms of how I'm going to get on. I think ordinarily potential to do quite well on this track if I had my head and practice in the right place with it all. There's a couple of braking points I just need to work out. Okay, so off we go, and no, off we go to the race. I don't even know what the strategies are going to be on this race, so I haven't watched any streams or prepared in any way, so it's going to be interesting. Drackle Fury says, where can I steal your stream setup? I'm using OBS for my stream software, and I sometimes use Elgato as well for my streaming. And then that's about it, really. Just do it all from one PC. Mic should be working, which is strange. Everything's working at my end, guys. Everything's working at my end, so I have no idea. If you guys can't, let's just have a look to see if we can fix this. Oh, let's look at this lobby. Okay, alright, that's an interesting lobby. 20 cars in the lobby, and yeah. So, okay, let's see how we... Oh, it's kicked me out of the lobby. Oh, I've not had that happen before. Oh, it's kicked me out of the lobby. And that's that then. Oh well. So it's kicked me out of the lobby, and that's it. I can't do any more. Oh. Oh, I've not had that happen before. Well, that's that then for tonight then, viewers. Sadly, it's kicked me out of the lobby, and I've got other things to crack on with, so I won't be able to do any more streaming tonight. One of those things, bit of a pain. I was quite looking forward to that race, just in terms of the lack of preparation. But that's it from me for now. I don't know why people can't hear me. It's a little bit strange. It's all working at my end. So, and when I listen on Twitch, it sounds like it's working here. And when I listen on YouTube, it sounds to me like it's working. But so there you go. Right. Okay, viewers. Well, that's it for now then. It's kicked me out the lobby, sadly. That's a bit of a bummer. And of course, I can't get into another until 8:10 now. So that's a bit of a bummer. But that's it from me for now then, viewers. Thanks for tuning in tonight for this bit of streaming. Appreciate that. Nobody's speaking, so I'll just say cheerio, and there'll be more from me very soon.